And it's a very honest thing that you said, that sometimes I'm not confident whether I'll be able to handle her when she's without a leash, or whether she'll come back, or these are just these things that go on in your head and that moment, whether it's okay to leave her without the leash or not. See, this is exactly what I was getting at in terms of balancing the energy on the leash. Okay, a lot of times what happens is, um, the kind of thoughts, emotions, and feelings that we have within us, inside of us, gets transferred also to our dogs. And the same thing happens with our dog to us also, right? Because we are actually tied together by one leash, and that one leash has two ends. One end is connected to us, and the other end is connected to our dog, right? So that way, both of us are able to exchange energies, and it becomes like a cycle. So imagine that it's actually a cycle of emotions that is going through each other, because he's sending me certain signals and I am sending him certain signals as a form of response, and vice versa. So these times what happens is, it's very important to balance the energy. Okay, so just we'll take your example itself. When we are walking on a leash, and we're walking our dog on a leash, and that time if we feel okay, a little underconfident, a little stressed out, what may happen, what if she leaves again, what if something happens and I'm not able to handle her, what if I can't call her back. These are all rooting from anxiety, from stress, from a little bit of overthinking, and all of these things are there in your head, right? So when we are actually holding the leash and walking our dog, it actually gets passed on to the dog. So it travels all the way from the leash and goes to our dog, and our dog picks that up. So he doesn't understand these things, right? Because in the dog world, everyone trusts each other. So the mother dog will never say, I'm never going to let you go, puppy, because I don't trust you, or I don't trust myself. She's going to say, she's going to change the complete narrative, and she's going to say, I trust you with all my heart. And I know that you are smarter than I think you are. And here is your freedom. Go, explore. Okay. And I know you will come back, because why would you not? Right. And that's how she leaves him. So what does the puppy feel? The puppy feels more confident because the mother is confident. The puppy feels more happy because, again, the mother is happy. And lastly, the puppy is calm because the mother is also very calm. In this situation, what happens is, the moment we feel stressed, we feel a little bit conscious, that same energy passes on to our dog. And the same way, our dog adopts those things and also becomes a little stressful, becomes a little tense, becomes a little more alert on the leash. Because when he gets those stress signals from his human, the first thing he thinks is, what could possibly be causing this stress? So you'll see him look around, he'll be more observant, more alert, because he's looking. That means there's something related around here that is causing some kind of stress to my human. So imagine, for him it's a pack work, and if the pack leader is stressed out, that means there's something to worry about. So he's going to look around, and then he's going to purposely find things that may cause stress. Say like another dog walking, another, a garbage guy going, these kind of triggers that are there for our dog. And then he'll start associating that. Because now I want you to listen very carefully. How does the association happen here? So we may be actually be getting stressed out because of this. But what happens here is that every time, so then the dog probably feels that, okay, maybe the garbage guy is something that I need to get stressed about, because he is a stranger. He's making those loud noises with the object that he doesn't recognize. So he starts barking out of fear, out of just suspicious nature of his. And in this, what happens is, we start associating कि अच्छा जब भी मेरा dog garbage वाले को देखता है, he starts barking. Then next time what happens is, every time I will see a garbage guy going, my grip would actually get tensed on the leash, because I know my dog will get tensed when he sees the garbage guy. And this way what happens is, we are actually passing on that energy round and round. And it just keeps going on, and then it comes into a behavioral issue when you go to a trainer and say, oh, you know what, my dog gets triggered by certain little things here on the road, whether it's a garbage guy, whether it's anybody else, he instantly gets triggered. And that's when we realize that the root of the problem actually began here. Okay, so this was the problem that I wanted to share with you, but I will also share the solution, which is something that you can start from today itself. And for this, it is something that you're going to use and practice for lifelong. Okay, Remember this keyword that I'm going to say next, which is balancing the energy. How do I balance this energy with my dog? First thing is, I start changing the way I behave on a leash walk. Okay, how do I change that? I actually make walks an adventure for him. So, you know how I told you guys, think of something, think of emotions that you have felt when you were in the snow-capped mountains, or whether you were you were at a beach in Goa. What were you feeling? You were feeling calm. You were feeling, less stressed out. You were feeling happy. You were feeling peaceful. What if you could feel all those things even when you take your dog out on a leash every single day? So what happens is, when you start getting those feelings in, automatically your dog picks up that. And how do you balance the energy? You break the chain. Okay, so every time your dog is sending you stress signals, which is probably become like his routine now, right? He's constantly maybe stressed out on the leash, or he's tugging on the leash and doing all these things. The moment that happens, you are completely breaking the chain by sending calm signals, by sending positivity, by sending happiness. This way, what happens is, every time your dog responds in stress, you're responding in calm. So you're breaking the chain and he receives the calm. And then when he receives it, he also sends calm back. So that way, you will actually replace the entire circle from stress to calmness to peacefulness. And who said you cannot go on an adventure every single day with your dog, right? That's the best part of his day. Like, and trust me, I have a dog and I know it's sometimes the best part of my day, because when I'm busy stuck on a laptop and like meetings and doing all of those things, I can actually be like, okay, now it's time for a walk. And not just for her walk, for my walk also. So I get my dog out and I tell her, let's go for an adventure together. So she gets excited. I don't look at it as a daily task. I look at it as something that we both look forward to. And then when we go together on that adventure, the first feeling that I feel is peacefulness, is calmness, is happiness. So that way my dog is also feeling that, yay, yay, let's go, we're going on an adventure. And trust me, for dogs, they don't care where you're taking them. Whether it is Bandra, whether it is Andheri, they don't care. They just want to go on an adventure with you. For us, it's more like, अच्छा, okay, maybe शायद मैं गोवा के बीच में होती तो मुझे ज़्यादा मजा आता. But now that I'm in Juhu Beach, like that. It's not like that for our dogs. For our dogs, wherever we are, they're happy.